Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
From the park you hear the happy sound of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Remember your boyhood days, remember your wayward ways. Come, let me go down memory lane and check out them days again. Remember learning how to ride a bike and learning how to cuss. Drinking coconut water in the country that your belly nearly bust. And the first time you wear long pants and feel like a man. Remember when Ramadan and Valentine beat England? Hiding in the backyard smoking a cigarette. And when they give you castor oil, you're living in the toilet. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember black pudding by the corner every Saturday. Garlic pork at Christmas, ice cream on Sunday. Remember peeping at two lovers in the grass. Remember trying hard not to sleep during midnight mass. And the first time you get a chica in your big toe. And the first time you ask a girl and she tell you no. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to lie about how much woman you kiss. up on your bicycle saddle and you miss. Coming home late and sneaking in the back door. Remember, Frank, you were a late cutting Laker before. Remember the first time you tried to swim and you sink. And when you fall down, they give you sugar water to drink. Oh yes, I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to be afraid of teachers in school, and the big boys used to tap your head like a fool. Remember the Phantom, Fu Manchu and Superman. Remember Flash Gordon, the Shadow and Charlie Chan. Remember the first time you kiss a girl on she mouth. Remember how you feel as if the back of your head will fall out. Oh, I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days.
The sound of moving feet. People raised their windows and listened as we passed. The world was dark and quiet. The dew was on the grass. That's how it was in Guyana, long time ago. In Guyana.
It's only fashionable if you're a small country, a colony, and have any spunk at all, you've got to demand independence. You must demand it whether you're ready for it or not, whether you might be better off without it. So it is that British Guiana, with its elections over now, is again demanding. It is demanding in traditional expression, and Britain, within probably a year or so, will have to reply. At American insistence, Britain has deferred the question during the 3 years of Chetty Jagan's premiership. But Jagan's communism is not Guyana's only problem. Guyana has several problems. One of them lies just beyond this wall, the sea. And the problem, of course, is to keep it beyond this wall. The narrow strip of coast where 90% of the Guyanese people live would be largely underwater were it not for the seawall. The Dutch boy did it with one finger, but the Guyanese have to stick 1/10 their national budget into this dike to keep their country from drowning. Because drainage is such a problem, the cane fields that produce Guyana's main crop are not really very practical. They keep going because their British owners, or as the sloganeers would have them, the exploiters, run them efficiently. And because Britain, the imperialist, buys the sugar at highly subsidized rates. That kind of imperialism Guyana does not mind. The interior is rich, but save by horse, dugout, or seaplane, you can't get to the interior. Guyana has only 2 paved roads, not enough even to reach across the country. Enough, though, to keep the slogan painters busy. They can be glad that the British have not got out yet. Guyana, if it had, could have drowned, not in seawater, but in blood. Several times this year, only the 2 battalions of British soldiers that were rushed in could quiet the murderous racial war between Indians and Negroes of Guyana. The election last week, bitter and strictly along racial lines, offers little hope for the future. So the soldiers are still here. Their weapons are loaded. They walk constant patrol. Their function in a village is somewhere between that of a military proconsul and a British governess.
This has been one of the nastiest areas that we've had to deal with in the whole of British Guiana. We call this track we're standing on the Maginot Line because it divides a Negro village on my right and an Indian village on my left. Now, the very first troubles that happened on this part of the coast in British Guiana happened at back of these villages when 2 Negroes were murdered by some Indians, and thereafter our job was to try and keep the Negroes from this village away from the Indians in that village. In July alone, there were over 100 people killed in this little area around here and nearly 200 houses burnt. Women, children, old people, the lot. Quite alien to the nature of the British Guyanese people, who are friendly, but when they're stirred up by this interracial strife, it is terrible. We have got the respect, I think, of the locals. The British Army has been completely impartial all the time, and without us, I think that chaos would reign once again.
British Guiana's national motto is Damus Petimus Vicissum. We give and we seek in return. Whether or not it gets independence, British Guiana, before it can give, must seek and must find the answer to several problems, not the least of which is how to live with itself. Jack Perkins, NBC News, British Guiana.
Down below El Paso lies what else? Mexico is different, yes, like the travel folder says. Cross the Rio Grande and you will find hello adobe house where you leave your past behind. One day married, next day free. Broken heart for you and me. Takes no time at all to get a Mexican divorce. As I came home to this empty house last night, looked out of the window, yes I did, but I couldn't find one light. I found you on this road to Mexico.
I first saw you passing by. I wanted to know your name, but I was much too shy. But I was looking at you so hard until you must have had a hunch. So you came up to me and asked me my name. You beat me to the punch. That time you beat me to the punch. Oh, you beat me to the punch. Yeah. Oh, after I had known you for what seems like a long, long time, I wanted to ask you, would you please be mine? Whenever you came around, my little heart would pound. So you must have had a hunch. So you came up to me and asked me to be yours. You beat me to the punch. One more time. You beat me to the punch. This is a letter to mommy and daddy, telling them that things will be better and that I'm coming home. No more will I roam. This is a letter, oh yeah, this is a letter. This is a letter. Oh yeah, to mommy and daddy. So sleep tight, mommy. Sleep tight, mommy. And don't worry too much. Sleep tight, daddy. I'll be there with just a touch. So this is a letter. Yes, this wonderful letter. This is a letter. Oh yeah, to mommy and daddy. Be sure to hold her tight. Oh, when you dance, you squeeze her, yes, with all your might. Such a thrill. Oh, when she's close to you. When hold her tight. When you dance. Oh, when you dance, you feel the warmth of her embrace. And then you know this feeling, yes, it's no disgrace. Such a thrill. Oh, when she's close to you. When hold her tight. When you dance, you may do a rumba or a samba, reggae, calypso or Hispanic. Lights are turned down low. You go hand in hand. Oh, when you dance, be sure to hold her tight. When you dance, you squeeze her, yes, with all your might. Such a thrill. Oh, when she's close to you. When hold her tight. When you tell me, darling, tell me you love me so. Squeeze me, honey, hold me, never let me go. I love you, darling, you know I do. I think of you, yeah, yeah, wherever you go. Squeeze me with all your might. I dream, yeah, you hold me tight. Forever, forever, I'll be true to no one but you. My darling, please don't give your heart to someone, yeah, someone new. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold me with all your might and squeeze me, oh yeah, ever so tight.
Present you to the love song volume 10. I hope you enjoy it.
He's so fine. Wish he were mine. That handsome boy over there, the one with the kinky hair. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna make him mine. soft-spoken guy. Oh, so sweet, kind of shy. Makes me wonder if I should even give it a try. But then he really can shine. He can shine away forever. And I know I'm gonna make him mine if it takes forever. He's so fine, ought to be mine sooner or later. I hope it's not later.
Something in the way you hold me tonight shows me that your love is growing. When the taste is sweet, tequila so right, that's the time I'm giving you. And it's burning like the warm summer sun, lingering like a Spanish love song. What I feel inside, my sweet, lovely one, love will lead me on and on. I'm gonna love you tonight, hold you so tight, yo te quiero. You know tonight is so right to stay by your side, yo te amo. Come on and let yourself go, let your love flow, 'cause love will keep us together until the end of all time. You'll always be mine, yo te quiero, yo te quiero, yo te amo.
I'll walk away from love once more. I do it every time. I'll pack my bags and close the door and head on down the line. Maybe it's me, maybe it's them. I'll never understand. But I'll walk away from love once more. And I'll walk away from love once more, yeah. I'll walk away from love once more, like I've always done before. I hail from a strong family that struggled through the years. Can I find one that's right for me and overcome my fears? Maybe it's me, maybe it's them. I'll never understand. But I'll walk away from love once more. I'll walk away from love.
Whatever it is, it'll keep till the morning. Haven't we both got better things? can see you're disappointed by the way you look at me, and I'm sorry that I'm not the woman you thought of me. Yes, I've made my mistakes. Listen and understand, my mistakes are no worse than yours, just because I'm a woman. So when you look at me, don't feel sorry for yourself. Just think of all the shame you might have brought somebody else. Just let me tell you this, that we both know where we stand, and my mistakes are no worse than yours, just because I'm a woman. You are my first
thick and thin.
You are the only one I can tell just anything.
You always lend a hand. You make me understand. And darling, I know why. My darling, I know why.
You are what love is.
You're the air that I breathe. You're the sun in my sky.
the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
From the park you hear the happy sound of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Remember your boyhood days, remember your wayward ways. Come, let we go down memory lane and check out them days again. Remember learning how to ride a bike and learning how to cuss. Drinking coconut water in the country that your belly nearly bust. And the first time you wear long pants and feel like a man. Remember when Ramadan and Valentine beat England, hiding in the backyard smoking a cigarette. And when they give you castor oil, you're living in the toilet. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember black pudding by the corner every Saturday. Garlic pork at Christmas, ice cream on Sunday. Remember peeping at two lovers in the grass. Remember trying hard not to sleep during midnight mass. And the first time you get a chica in your big toe. And the first time you ask a girl and she tell you no. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to lie about how much woman you kiss. Spring jump on your bicycle saddle and you miss. Coming home late and sneak. Remember your boyhood days, remember your wayward ways. Come, let me go down memory lane and check out them days again. Remember learning how to ride a bike and learning how to cuss. Drinking coconut water in the country that your belly nearly bust. And the first time you wear long pants and feel like a man. Remember when Ramadan and Valentine beat England, hiding in the backyard smoking a cigarette. And when they give you castor oil, you're living in the toilet. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember black pudding by the corner every Saturday, garlic pork at Christmas, ice cream on Sunday. Remember peeping at two lovers in the grass. Remember trying hard not to sleep during midnight mass. And the first time you get a chica in your big toe. And the first time you ask a girl and she tell you no. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to lie about how much woman you kiss. Spring jump on your bicycle saddle and you miss. Coming home late and sneaking in the back door. Remember Frankie wore a late cutting Laker before. Remember the first time you tried to swim and you sink. And when you fall down they give you sugar water to drink. Oh yes, I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to be afraid of teachers in school, and the big boys used to tap your head like a fool. Remember the Phantom, Fu Manchu and Superman. Remember Flash Gordon, the Shadow and Charlie Chan. Remember the first time you kiss a girl on she mouth. Remember how you feel as if the back of your head fall out. Oh, I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days.
I remember moonlight on a little street, 3 or 4 strolling guitars
took me back again. Said if I wanted my freedom, I could be free evermore. But I don't want to be, and I don't want to see Mary cry anymore. Oh, devil woman, let me, devil woman, let me be, and leave me alone. I want to go home. Mary is waiting and weeping down in our shack with the sea. Even after I've hurt her, Mary's still in love with me. Devil woman, it's over, trapped no more by your charms. 'Cause I don't want to stay, I want to get away. Woman, let go of my arm. Oh, devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be, and leave me alone. I want to go home. Devil woman, you're evil, like the dark coral reef, like the winds that bring high tides. You bring sorrow and grief. You made me ashamed to face Mary, barely had the strength to tell. Skies are not so black. Mary took me back. Mary has broken your spell. Oh, devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be, and leave me alone. I want to go home. Running along by the seashore, running as fast as I can. Even the seagulls are happy, glad I'm coming home again. Never again will I ever cause another tear to fall. Down the beach I see what belongs to me, but what I want most of all. Oh, devil woman, don't follow me. Devil woman, let me be, leave me alone. I'm going back home.